Part 1. The Unstoppable Journey of Earth. Earth, our tiny planet, has a long history spanning nearly 4.5 billion years. During its journey, every moment that passes may seem like it doesn't make any significant change, but in reality, everything is constantly changing in this universe. Every minute that goes by, billions of events unfold, and every action, no matter how small, causes changes that profoundly affect us and the entire ecosystem of our planet. History of Earth and Humanity. Throughout its journey, Earth has undergone millions of years of transformation, from a molten ball covered in lava to a planet with an atmosphere suitable for life. If we were to condense Earth's 4.5 billion year history into 1 year, with 365 days, the appearance of humanity would only occupy a mere 37 minutes. This really makes us reflect on how short and valuable the time we've existed on this planet truly. Although humanity has only existed for a brief moment in Earth's timeline, in those 37 minutes, we have already exploited nearly 1/3 of the planet's natural resources. One of the most concerning things is that we have no other planet to turn to. All the natural resources we use come from this single Earth, and perhaps not much longer, we will have to face resource depletion and environmental changes. The speed of Earth's movement and the solar system. When we look up at the sky, we often can't imagine that Earth itself is moving at an incredible speed through space. Earth doesn't stand still. It is constantly moving on its orbit around the Sun. Every day, Earth travels about 2.75 million kilometers, and if we break it down into minutes, we find that every minute that passes, Earth moves about 1,784 kilometers in space. This means that every minute, our planet covers a distance equivalent to a rapid intercontinental flight. But it's not just Earth that's moving. The Sun, the center of our solar system, is also not stationary. It is pulling the entire solar system along with it at a tremendous speed, 720,000 kilometers per hour. His is equivalent to over 12,000 kilometers per minute, and with the speed, it takes the Sun about 230 million years to complete one full orbit around the center of the galaxy. This is an extraordinarily long time, far exceeding the lifespan of humanity. We also need to remember that in space, there are no precise time markers like on Earth. In the universe, time is relative and can change depending on the observer's position. Every planet, every star, and every galaxy has its own unique orbit and movement through space. Incredible changes in the solar system and the universe. Although Earth is small in the vast universe, it contains endless ongoing changes. One of the most amazing phenomena is the transformation of the Sun every minute. Every minute, the Sun transforms 256 million tons of mass into energy. This number is so large that it's hard to fathom. To put it into perspective, 256 million tons of mass being converted into energy every minute is equivalent to over 109 billion nuclear bombs exploding simultaneously. This is an immense and powerful source of energy, and all of us, the residents of Earth, are receiving a portion of this energy. Every minute, Earth receives about 10.3 billion bats of energy from the Sun. This is incredibly important because this energy source sustains life on our planet. Without the Sun, no life would exist on Earth. And importantly, this energy source is entirely free and virtually limitless if we can harness it efficiently. The movement of planets in the solar system. Our solar system is not a stationary system. Each planet, from Mercury to Neptune, moves at different speeds along its orbit. Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun, moves fastest, at 2,874 kilometers per minute. Meanwhile, Neptune, the farthest planet in the solar system, moves at a speed of 324 kilometers per minute. While these numbers may seem small, compared to the speed at which the Sun is moving through the galaxy, they are truly modest changes. The Sun, along with all the planets and stars, is moving around the center of the galaxy at a speed of 720,000 kilometers per hour, which is equivalent to over 12,000 kilometers per minute. This movement of the Sun drags the entire solar system along, taking us on an unceasing journey through space. The Milky Way and the universe. When we look up at the sky, we are only seeing a tiny part of the vast universe. The Milky Way, the galaxy that contains Earth and our solar system, is one of millions of galaxies in the universe. The Milky Way has around 100 billion stars, and the entire galaxy is moving at a speed of at least 2.2 million kilometers per hour. This speed is even greater as the Milky Way is being pulled towards a region of space known as the Grand Master. This is where many large galaxies, superclusters, and galaxy groups are all moving together. This motion of galaxies in space creates powerful flows that scientists call turbulent flows. This causes the universe to continually change and expand. That is why we cannot fully comprehend the vastness and infinity of the universe. Even though we are just a small planet in the Milky Way, we are part of a grand journey moving through space at a dizzying speed that is invisible to the naked eye. Conclusion. Even though Earth is a small part of the vast universe, every passing minute brings about tremendous changes, from our planet to the farthest stars. That's why, despite time seeming to fly by quickly, every second, every minute in the universe holds incredible transformations that we can barely grasp. So, when we look at all these numbers and changes, we realize something important. In the universe, everything is constantly in motion and changing. And we, the people living on this tiny planet, are also part of that journey. Part 2: The Great Changes of the Universe. When we look toward the distant corners of the universe, we can easily feel small before the infinity of space. However, the changes in the universe happen continuously, and every second, every minute, brings about events that can change the very fabric of the entire universe. From the formation of stars, the development of galaxies, to the changes in space and time, all of these have profound impacts not only on the universe but also on our very existence. The formation of planets and stars every minute. The Milky Way, which contains Earth and hundreds of billions of other stars, is in a constant state of change. Every year, according to NASA's research, the Milky Way forms about 7 new stars. While this number may seem small compared to the total number of stars in the galaxy, it still represents a significant change. Throughout this process, newly formed stars not only shine brightly, but also face their eventual death, marking an eternal cycle of life and death in space. Each new star formed is the result of a complex process in which gas and dust from space coalesce to create these radiant bodies. This process can take millions of years, but eventually, these new stars begin to shine, lighting up the surrounding space and illuminating dark regions of the cosmos. These stars do not only bring light but also create favorable conditions for the formation of new planets and star systems. Alongside this, many stars also die in spectacular supernova explosions. These massive stars end their lives by exploding, releasing an enormous amount of energy and creating new elements in space. This process not only changes the structure of the universe but also sets the stage for the formation of future generations of stars. The movement of galaxies. Although we feel the universe is vast, it is not still. The universe is expanding, and galaxies are constantly moving. Our own Milky Way, along with millions of other galaxies, is being pulled toward one direction in space, moving at a speed of at least 2.2 million kilometers per hour. This means that every minute, the Milky Way travels about 36,600 kilometers, or over 600 million kilometers per second. One of the factors that make the universe so fascinating is the movement of these galaxies. Galaxies do not only move in a straight line but also have chaotic flows, known as turbulent flows. This flow creates powerful movements, pulling galaxy clusters and superclusters along with it. These clusters can contain thousands, even millions, of stars, creating a significant shift in the structure of the universe. The expansion of the universe. One of the most important discoveries that scientists have made is that the universe is not only vast but also expanding. Since the Big Bang, the universe has been constantly stretching. Every minute, the universe expands by about 2 million kilometers per second, faster than the speed of light by nearly 7 times. This expansion has made the universe seem infinite and virtually incomprehensible. The expansion of the universe means that galaxies, stars, and planets are moving farther and farther apart. Although we may feel that the universe is a quiet space, in reality, it is constantly changing and expanding at an astonishing pace. The singularities, regions where matter cannot exist, are also part of this expansion, making space even more complex and mysterious. The relationship between the Sun and the survival of Earth. The Sun is not only the main source of energy for Earth but also the key factor in sustaining life on this planet. Every minute, the Sun transforms about 256 million tons of mass into energy, creating an enormous amount of energy that Earth receives each day. It is thanks to this energy that all life forms on Earth can survive. Every minute, Earth receives about 10.3 billion baths of energy from the Sun, equivalent to 2.46 trillion tons of TNT. The energy from the Sun not only sustains life, but also generates weather and climate phenomena on Earth. We can clearly see these changes in the seasons, from spring to summer, autumn, and winter. Each season greatly impacts the life and development of organisms on Earth, while also regulating ecological factors in nature. The entire universe is in a constant state of change. From the movement of planets, the expansion of space, to the formation and destruction of stars. Every part of the universe plays a crucial role in maintaining balance and creating new opportunities for life. However, the universe is not a passive place. It is a dynamic, ever-changing system full of surprises. Conclusion. We, the people living on Earth, are only a tiny part of a vast, ever-changing universe. Every minute, every second, brings monumental events occurring in space that impact our existence. Although we cannot see all of these changes, they are an essential part of the universe's ongoing cycle. And even though Earth is a small planet, it plays a crucial role in maintaining life in this universe.